Hey guys, how are we all? You've probably seen that New Zealand council rates have risen again, surprise, surprise. And believe it or not at inflation levels, but far above inflation levels again. Now I don't know how long the councils think that this can go on for. There are so many people now on fixed incomes who are not able to keep up with rise after rise after rise after rise, and this will mean that many people who have lived in a home for many years will no longer be able to afford to live in that home. And it's not through any fault of their own. It's because the councils are not able to curtail their spending habits. Now I bet everyone's had enough of these rate rises by now. And the New Zealand Taxpayers Union are launching a new nationwide campaign calling for local government minister Simon Watts to cap rates now and adopt CPI level limitations on councils hiking rates going forward. Now this is the website and there is a link to it in the description. Now just have a look at these rate rises for a minute. And then look at the New Zealand rate rises compared to the UK and Australia. And if I scroll down, there's a few examples of where all your money's going. So the more people who sign this petition, the more chance Kiwis have of getting something done about these insane rate rises. It just can't go on the way it is. Now to show just how much this wasteful spending has to stop, look no further than Wellington's new $2.3 million toilet block. 6 toilets costing $2.3 million, guys. Are they having a laugh or what? Now to show you the real insanity of these continual rate rises, let's consider Wellington, shall we, as an example. And this isn't even the worst. Now I found this online. Someone has kindly sent an official information request to Wellington City Council which shows how much residential rates have changed in just a few years. Now there's a link to this in the description. But this part of the table is what I am most concerned with for now. As we know that this year's rates are going up 12%, we can add that to the table too. So let's work out how much rates have gone up from 2018 to 2025. It's $4,712.33 minus $2,366.35, which comes to $2,345.98. So in just 7 years, a person on a fixed income like a pension has to come up with an extra $2,345.98. That is basically a 100% increase since 2018, guys. In 2018, the New Zealand super or pension for a single person living alone after tax was $20,845. In 2025, that figure is $27,998. Now there's links to all this data in the description. So 27,998 divided by 20,845 gives a 34% increase in the pension over those 7 years. Now bear in mind that everything else has also gone up above inflation, like food, power and housing costs, and you can see what a terrible predicament these constant rate rises are putting people into. If the current trajectory of rate rises continues, it will look like this. It's totally, completely unsustainable, guys. This cannot keep on going on the way it is. Now, we all know that New Zealand's population is rapidly increasing, and we all know why, but I can't help but think that even with the current population size New Zealand has, there are way too many councils. Now, just look at this list. So every one of these councils has a website that needs updating with pages and pages and pages and pages of local council-specific information. Now, someone has to come up with that information. Imagine the man-hours that are needed to just keep these websites updated, never mind to come up with all the information that goes into these websites. So let's click on Auckland as an example of their website. Look at all the council-specific links. Surely this can be streamlined. And surely something like dog registration, for example, could be done on a national level, like car registrations. So many things could be done on a national basis which would streamline processes so much and would negate the need for employees in each council dealing with these smaller tasks. It seems incredible that each region has so many different procedures for every different task and so many different fees for different things. It's just all wasted effort. 90% of all these things could be nationalised, where there's one department sitting in one place who deals with the whole lot. Then you wouldn't need all these little departments, a little office there and a little office there and a little office there. It just makes no sense. So yeah, guys, if you've had enough of all these incessant rate rises, then maybe consider going over and signing that petition. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers for that.